Hello YouTube, it's your girl Nancy back with another OT related video. Let's get into it. So I wanted to talk about 5 things that I did not know before OT school, or I didn't know that I was gonna get into it until I got to OT school. There is a bug on my lens. Ew. Okay. Demons. Alright, so anyway, the first thing that I did not know about OT school was the fact that I had to work with cadavers. I did not know that I had to work with real dead bodies, real cadavers. I really did not know that until I went into my functional anatomy class, the first lab, and it was real dead bodies. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was not mentally prepared for this at all. Like, at all. But you know what? Once I knew that, you know what? I have to know this body from hair that it didn't have to toenails that it didn't have. I have to know everything about this body, the nerves, the muscles, and all that. I got over that real quick because I knew that I had to get into it, like literally get into it, get in there and you know, get all the nerves and all the muscles. I was, you know, sometimes I didn't even care about putting my elbow on the body, like, okay, let's get in here, let's see what the nerves are, let's see. I was so into it. I didn't even, like, it just kind of went over my head. Like, after some time, I just didn't even care. Like, I used to literally be in the lab alone with dead bodies. And it's not just one, it's like 10 of them in the lab, studying nerves and going over my notes and studying and studying and studying, because when you got to pass a class, you got to do what you got to do, boo. Okay? So yeah, that was a real shocker. It was a real shocker. They tried it. Okay, the second one that I have on here is mental health. I really did not know that OTs work with people with mental health. Like, I didn't know that was part of our scope of practice at all until I started OT school. Mental health is definitely part of OT scope, and we do work with people with mental health. And I was like, hallelujah, because I really do like mental health, and I've always been a lover of mental health. So when I did realize that we do get to work with people with mental health, I was so happy about that. And yeah, so I probably will do another video talking about how, like, specifically what we do for people with mental health problems. So, like, with mental health stuff, like teaching people like stress management skills would be something that OTs will do for someone with mental health. Time management skills, safety, safe sex, like different things, medication management, like stuff like that. So it's so interesting. I love it. The third thing that I didn't know about OT school is that you have to be creative. Like, literally, you have to be creative. You just have to be creative, because if you're not creative, it's not like if you're not creative you can't go to OT school. You can go, because I'm not creative at all. Like, I like to say that I'm not creative, but sometimes I come up with something, I'm like, that was pretty creative, but I don't think of myself as a creative person. Like, if you were to ask me, Nancy, are you creative? I'll probably be like, no, I'm not. I don't think I am, honestly. But you kind of have to be creative, because a lot of OT is about problem solving. Like, you have to problem solve the different difficulties that your patients are dealing with, and you have to problem solve different things, different interventions, and different creative ideas that you can come up with to help them. So being creative is definitely, if you are creative, it would definitely help out as an occupational therapist. Okay, the fourth thing that I did not know until OT school, actually I didn't know this one until I started field work, is that you may possibly be cleaning some booties one way or the other, some way, somehow. You probably have to wipe somebody's butt. But you know what? I didn't mind doing it, but I kind of included it in the video because it's not something that I didn't know that I had to do it. Like, I know it's part of occupations, cleaning yourself, bathing, that's part of OT, right? But you don't, nobody really tell you that you may have to actually do it until you are in that situation. You kind of just have to go in there and do it. But I was never like grossed out about it. I don't care about cleaning someone's butt, because I used to, before OT school, I used to work for a group home for people with developmental disabilities, and I used to clean their butts all day long, and I didn't care about it. And the reason why I didn't care is because for me, I looked at it as, this person cannot do this for themselves, and for me to be able to do it for them, I feel like that was awesome. Like, they can't do it, and I'm here and I can help them. I can help them clean their butt, and I can help them make them feel good and be clean. Then why not? Like, honestly, I don't think it's gross, but that's something that a lot of people like usually like talk about. Like, I didn't know I had to clean booty. I didn't know. And most of the time it's like their first time doing it, so it's a shock. But for me, it was like, it's a booty, whatever. Okay, so the next one that I did not know, and a lot of people still don't know, is that sexual activity, okay, having sex, it's a topic that may come up when you are an occupational therapist. It may not come up as much in school. Maybe they'll brush over it a little bit, but it will definitely come up when you are on field work or when you are practicing. We do sexual activity as part of occupations, okay? Your occupation to have sex is something that's under our scope of practice. So don't be alarmed, or don't be shocked, or don't be surprised if someone were to ask you a question in relation to sexual activity with occupational therapy, because yes, we do have to do that as well. So I think that's fun though. I mean, coming up with different positions for people so they can enjoy sex, talking about different like fatigue levels, like MET levels, so maybe like resting before you have sex or resting after sex and stuff like that for people with like heart problems and, you know, fatigue problems. So that's some of the things that you may talk about with your patients or with people. And sometimes your patient may not bring it up because they may be not scared, but they may be put off a little bit about talking about sex. So always bring it up in conversations, especially if you know that they may or may not be having. Just bring it up, like, oh, do you have any problems with sexual activity? Do you want to talk about different positions? You know, talk about the different, like, you know, fatigue problems that may come along with that and stuff like that. So I think that was 5, right? Cadavers, mental health, creativity, cleaning butts, and sexual activity. Yeah, that was 5. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. But let me know what type of other videos, OT related videos, that you guys want to see down below. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and I will see you later.